are live. Welcome everyone to Good Success Challenge Day 3. I am your host, Dr. Faith Abraham, your favorite doctor, and we're about to get into the Good Success Challenge. For those of you who are new here, welcome. So glad to have you. For those of you who are returning, hey, welcome back. And we're going to have a good time on tonight. Hello. Let me know in the chat where you guys are calling in from. Oh, you already know it's going to be fire. That is just how we do it. I think Montel Jordan said it well. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay. I don't want no copyright, so I'm going to stop right there. We always bring the heat. We always bring the fire. And I'm going to drop some good gems and nuggets on you on tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I like to be on time, so we are going to get into it. Again, if you've been here before, bear with me. We're going to get to the nuggets. If it's your first time, stay glued, stay tuned. I got something for you, okay? Welcome to the Good Success Challenge. Here is my big promise to you. My big promise to you is that you will learn the exact steps to build, grow, and protect your wealth and become intrinsically, like every cell, every morsel of your body, comfortable with being the success you were born to be. And I should have put another line on there, maybe parentheses, whether people like it or not. Okay. Are you a driven woman who has already achieved a level of financial success or life success, but you still feel like financial freedom is a bit beyond your grasp? Maybe you've climbed the career ladder, you started your businesses, you've made 6-7 figures, you've made different strides towards your goals, but the money management, the execution, the ability to level up and go further, it seems a bit overwhelming. It's not really coming together. And maybe you're a little like me. You follow the advice, you worked hard, but somehow it still seems like other people have the secrets to growing wealth that you don't have access to. But here's what I want you to know. You are not alone. You're not the only one. There's a group of us, and you're with that group tonight, okay? And you don't have to stay in that place. And I'm going to show you how you don't have to stay there. But here's what I want to ask you. What if I told you that building real wealth on your terms, okay, is not only possible, but it is within reach? Everything that you feel like has been evading you is actually waiting for you. Catch that. What if you could learn how to create financial success without having to compromise your faith, your values, your morals, or the life that you want to live? None of that stuff has to be compromised. You can walk in the integrity, the calling that is on your life, and you can still have that success. Well, I'm going to show you how exactly to do that, and why you should listen to me is I'm Dr. Faith Abraham, and I am a master life coach, serial entrepreneur. I went from earning $9.25 an hour with a degree, which is absolutely absurd. Every time I say that, it boggles my mind how I was even making it, but we thank God. From $9.25 an hour to being the co-founder of a $30 million valuated SaaS company called Vonza. And the truth is, I followed the path that everyone told me I was supposed to follow. I went to school, I got the good grades, I got the job. Well, I got the job, but it didn't really pay. But I was supposed to get the job and be set up for life. And that is not what happened. I was struggling, y'all. I could not find work. I was putting out application after application. Sometimes I would even get a response back that said, overqualified for this position. Okay, whatever, right? But my husband was so tired of me complaining that he was like, babe, just build the door, go through the door. And when he said it, it was like God was on it. And it was like, it hit me. It was like, boom. Okay, enough is enough. Let's get to it, right? So I started my coaching and counseling business. I won awards, hit six figures within a few months. I was able to, really counsel and coach some big name individuals, ambitious, high achieving and earning entrepreneurs, celebrities, professional athletes. I've seen them all. And I was able to do all of that, even with a husband, three kids, and other businesses that we were working on. And in that, I now take what I learned and take all that knowledge and that insight and pass it on. But even as I've passed it on, I've also been able to enjoy my life on purpose. I've been able to actually actualize what I visualized my life to be. And so I put a couple pictures up here, graced the TEDx stage, got to, for me, my upper echelon of vehicles, a Rolls Royce. Now I've had a Bentley and I've had a Rolls Royce, and I can tell you, Rolls Royce is like, but Bentley is like you're flying down the freeway. It's awesome. I love it. Met some awesome individuals along the way. Do birthdays. I'm able to do birthdays the way I like to do birthdays, like impactful, awesome birthdays. I've been able to speak on stages of multi-billion-dollar companies, which blows my mind. I remember when I was speaking, this was in Houston, Texas, and the company, if I mentioned the name of the company, you would know the company. And I remember when I touched this stage, I was about to cry because about 20 years before I actually graced that stage, at the time when I told myself that I would speak on a stage that large with that type of portfolio, it was 20 years ago. So fast forward to when this actually happened, I had to keep it together, honey, okay? Because it was like, oh my God, it's happening. I was freaking out on the inside. Not because I was worried about the people, but because God had remembered something that I had forgotten, and he had brought it to pass. So it's just really awesome to see how God will do that kind of stuff for you. Of course, you can't quit, you can't give up. But I've been able to speak at different places in front of a lot of awesome, magnificent people. We've taken trips to the Bahamas, to Spain, I really, 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 really am looking forward to going to Greece, and I want to go to Mozambique. I don't know. But yeah, I went here with my sons. We went to the Atlanta United soccer game, and we were in the suites, up top. And my last one, Joshua, he was like, Mom, can we come to the next game? Can we do it again? Can we make it happen again? I'm like, child, you don't even know where you're at right now. But I was like, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is regular for us. This is regular. This is an everyday thing, right? Because you got to speak those things that be not as though they were. Okay. And so my purpose-driven business, I was able to build a six-figure business within a few months. I walk in my gift. I walk in my calling. I walk in my purpose, which is to me the ultimate honor. I'm able to spend time with my kids, go to their events, and, I'm the chauffeur until my 17-year-old gets driving again. But I take them up and down wherever they want to go. And the other awesome part about where I've been able to find myself is we've been able to give to orphanages and literally adopt kids. This is baby Gracie, and baby Gracie, when she was born, her and her mom were basically, the definition of the word trapped at the hospital because the dad didn't come with the payment. So in Nigeria, if you don't pay your bill, you're not going anywhere, and you will continue to incur fees. So that is what happened. And we were like, oh no, they got to go. Let them go home. So we paid the hospital bill, and we keep up with baby Gracie, and she's so beautiful, and she's so cute, and she's so smart. And I don't even know if she realizes like why we're in her life. She just knows that we're there. and she's just loving it. And I love it for her. When you're blessed, you're blessed. So she's definitely blessed. And these are some connections that I've made along the way, some different partnerships and collaborations, and just great people that God has allowed me to meet, and they've made impact in my life. I've made impact in theirs, and it's just been really awesome. And I'm telling you, it's a wild ride. Also, the philanthropic things that we've been able to do. My husband went back to Nigeria, his home in Nigeria, and they built the Dr. Abraham Library. So of course that's a blessing to everyone. We're filling it up with books, and the goal with the library too is to also have like different events and draw the kids in and get them to have a love for reading, because like they say, readers are leaders. All right. So this is just some of the stuff that we get to do, and it's really humbling and it's exciting. So when I say success, when we say good success challenge that we're in tonight, guys, I really want you to understand the gravity and the breadth of what I'm talking about. Yes, we want to do great things here and where we are for ourselves and break generational curses and do big things. But we're also wanting to reach back and give to those who came under unfortunate circumstances or can't do for themselves or won't be able to ever repay us. That's okay. All it is us being able to serve others. And I think it was Zig Ziglar who said that if you help enough people get to where they want to go, you will get to where you want to go. So I think that's the ultimate epitome and understanding of what we're all about and what my heart is. And so today I'm going to show you how to turn what you have in your hand into financial freedom, wealth, abundance that you already know is waiting for you. My mentor always says, say this with me out loud. What you want is waiting for you. What you want is waiting for you. What you want. And we go crazy like, and we just get into it. So I'm sharing with you and I'm telling you what you want is waiting for you. It's not elusive. It's not like it's not there. It is waiting for you. You will have it. But here's what I want you to understand. When it comes to women, we have a different type of challenge. Because a lot of women, though we're doing well in the United States, African-American women tops the demographics and tops the charts on higher education. Let me know in the chat if you knew that. If you knew that African-American women are amongst the highest number of individuals in the United States today, 2024, September 2024, that are acquiring higher education. Did you know that? Did you know that also in the United States, African-American women top the charts on the demographic that is opening up new businesses? Did you know that? Come on, somebody. Listen, this is real stuff. We are highly educated, highly ambitious, highly driven women. The stats show it. The stats say it. However, even though we are top of the charts, our wealth is not reflecting the education. Our wealth is not reflecting those businesses, right? Because when you have a business, those businesses are supposed to start generating income that your job couldn't generate for you. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later. So you got to stay with me, stay tuned, because I'm going to break that thing down for you real good. Okay. But it's not reflecting. So it's not showing, it's not matching up. It's like the education is here, but the wealth is here. But I'm going to tell you why. And you can see it on the screen. Number one, most women, we have not been taught the strategies and the systems that wealthy people use. We don't even have the mindset that wealthy people use so that we could hello, you would think, but it's not. And this is why we don't have the mindset. A lot of times, just think about it this way. If you have homes where kids are growing up And when they go to eat dinner and they're sitting at the table with maybe employees. They're sitting at the table, their parents are employees, their parents are managers, versus a child who sits at the table for dinner and their parents are entrepreneurs, investors, people with wealth, people that have been left wealth, what we like to call and say Nepo babies. Do you think that that's a different conversation? That's a different conversation. That's a different acquirement of knowledge. That's a different type of, right? One child's table is how are we going to pay bills, or we're just making it, or we don't get to eat lobster whenever we want to. We just eat shrimp and we thank God and pretend like it's lobster. Whereas another table, a child is saying, oh, lobster is, we're eating your favorite tonight, lobster, and has no concept or understanding that shrimp and lobster is not the same. How, right? It's just think about that. Think about those conversations. It's different. Now, furthermore, as we get older and we leave that kitchen table to go sit at other tables, women are not included in conversations that pertain to wealth as much as men are. And let me say this, a lot of the conversations are not happening at tables. They're happening on the golf course. They're happening in masterminds. Okay? They're happening at happy hour with the guys closing deals at, sorry Saints, but it's the truth, at strip clubs and places where normally you're not going to find women at that level. That's number two. Let me keep going. Number three, because I get excited. Y'all know I get excited and I'll stay on something. Society teaches women to be consumers versus producers. And I talked about this last night. And I really want to know, have you guys paid attention? Are you paying attention now? Have you seen some things based on what we talked about last night? We were talking about how we're literally taught to continually try and fix things that are wrong with us. We're finding things that are wrong with us to go and fix that are wrong with us. And I'm putting my air quotes up really hard. Hope I don't break my fingers. Okay. There's whole industries that are set up to make us insecure and find a remedy to the insecurity. Let me just say this, and maybe you didn't think about it. But ask yourself why. And, if you want to do plastic surgery, that's your business. But let me just tell you something. Why is it that shirts, tops that are made for women, we put on a shirt, we put on a top, and we are like, well, I don't have enough cleavage for this top. What do you think that does to a woman's psyche? Or I have too much cleavage for this. Or how come these things aren't long enough for my legs and they said it's for tall girls? How come everything is tiny and I'm supposed to have small shoes, but I wear a size 10? So what happens when you keep wearing clothes that are supposed to fit a woman's body but doesn't fit a woman's body? You feel like something's wrong with you. Boom. Come on, chat. You see what I'm saying? You start feeling like, oh, let me fix this. And guess what? They have a whole plastic surgery industry. I come to you with open arms. They got open arms ready for you to come in and just fix every single thing that you've ever been insecure about. All you got to do is swipe your card, and now you got mountains of debt because you're trying to fix something that never needed to be fixed in the first place. Hello? consumers versus producers. And we're so consumed with our insecurities that we're not even made within ourselves necessarily, but just because of society. And now we are focused on these insecurities instead of focused on breaking generational curses, lifting ourselves up, traveling and going from different continents and understanding and picking up different cultures and seeing how God has endowed us all as different cultures in different regions and different places, and taking on the best practices and implementing them into our lives. Hello. We're so caught up with stuff that doesn't matter. Oh, well, I want my lips to look like hers, and I want my shape to look like hers, and I was so skinny, and now I got to get BBL, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. Like, what? Hello. I want us to be healthy. That's part of FIMPS. We should mind our temple, but not to the point where we're trying to fix something that never needed to be fixed. Let me go, because I'll keep going. I will keep going. So those are the top three struggles that we have as women and that we deal with. Then when you are able to go pass through the noise, right? You have information, but the information is scattered. It's confusing. It doesn't consider your unique circumstances, being a woman of faith, being a woman of color, being a woman from different socioeconomic status, right? Some women who have been through very tumultuous pasts and backgrounds, all that stuff is not considered. You better stop driving and texting at the same time. We want you to be safe, but we hear you. Right, the baby coming, now we got to get a tummy tuck because my body got to look the way it looked before I got pregnant. Honey, ain't nothing the same after you get pregnant. Your uterus not the same, your boobs are not the same, your hips ain't the same, nothing is the same. It's a lie. And no one teaches us or tells us that to embrace the new body that comes after bringing life into the world. Give me a break. But here's what I've learned. And here's what I've done. I've learned to cut through the noise, push through, and acquire information, acquire understanding, acquire that knowledge that's needed so that I can operate and function in this earthly realm and the spirit realm in a way that changes the trajectory of our wealth. And I take that information and I intentionally pass that on to my clients. And that's why I have so many testimonials. I actually have some testimonials that I found in my computer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had already submitted my slides. So I was like, let me just leave it alone because it's going to be too full and you can't even see anything. But you'll see on this one, after we worked together and through some different things that she was dealing with, she got her first 5K client paid in full. This one has paid off her car, paid off credit cards and debt. This one tapped in, tap in. Hey, I'm on a musical mood today, but she was able to tap into some stocks that we had talked about, and she made bank off of it. So hello, that's some good stuff. But she was exposed to those stocks, and those stocks yielded her income, right? This one, we had a session together and she was like, hold on. Put the information to use. Boom, 3K client. Then she was like, oh no, I got to finish the program now. I got to finish the whole thing now, right? This one on a mission. She was completing Life Mastery School, which is the coaching certification program. This one we had some videos that we were doing. It was great. Oh, I didn't even include the other part that was included, but she took some of the nuggets that I had given to her. She got some money coming in. This one, she set up her business with me. I think she did, who is this? I think she did coaching, and she signed up her first client, and she was just so excited. She could not even stand it. She could not even. And yeah, I had a couple of other ones. He had finally gotten some counseling. He got his counseling certification and had people actually pay him for the counseling. I was telling him the same thing that you do for free, and you are helping people. That is your gift, and you have to properly position yourself so you can be paid for your gift. It's a divine exchange. If you get tensed up at that, then that is a problem. God gave you your gift. He's endowed you with things so that you can be a solution to other people's problem. And when you are a solution, bam, baby, that's a doorway to get paid. You're supposed to be paid. You're supposed to profit from your gifts. Your gifts are supposed to make room for you. Your gifts are supposed to elevate you, but it can't elevate you if you're too scared to be elevated. I just said something, but let's keep on going. So let's know that it is your time. It is your turn. And here's what you don't need. You don't need to be an expert. You don't have to be good at math or numbers. You don't have to come from a wealthy household, or a healthy household for that matter. And you don't have to be a man. You can be your divine self as the woman that God wanted you to be when you entered this earth, because you have something for this world. You have come for such a time as this. And as a woman, and since you are here, we're going to get into what you deserve to have and see. So it is your turn. And if you need a game plan, I want you to stay tuned, because I'm going to give you one. Okay. I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to go from wanting to help others to actually helping others. And it'll be in a plethora of different ways in which you can help, because you will be established in a multitude of different ways. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want to slow down here just a little bit, because I want you to do this. This is an actual example, an actual exercise. I want you to imagine if you were generating $10,000 per month. $10,000 per month. What would happen for you if you were generating that on your job, or even if you had your job income and you had an extra $10,000 a month? What would that do for you? What would that do for your family? What would that do for your business? How would that change the quality of your life? How would your quality of life change? What would take place? Would you travel more? Would you do more self-care? Would you upgrade your life? I can tell you, when you see extra, your mind starts to dream. You start to see. You start to realize, well, my closet isn't as up to date as I would like. I'm still wearing stuff from after I graduated college. And if you are, well, God bless you, because your figure is probably still slim and trim. Okay? But, or after you had a baby, that closet is still filled with those clothes. Would you change out your clothes? Would you go shopping and wear clothes that are custom fitted, custom tailored to your shape, instead of settling for the stuff that they give us in the store that doesn't fit us? What would you do? Would you go and get it tailored so that when you put it on, it fits your shape, it fits your body? Because that's what our clothes are meant to do. Would you go take lessons so that you can learn how to play golf and be on the golf course with the big boys? Because, hey, you have gifts. You're athletic. You have the competitive drive and spirit. You might end up meeting some very awesome people. Would you take the trip? And when you take the trip, you wouldn't just take economy because you being conservative and you're paying attention to your billfold. No. You would politely upgrade to first class or to business class and go to that country that some way, somehow keeps showing up on your feed. What would you do if you had an extra 10,000? Would you finally fulfill your vow to your church that has been a rock and a pillar for you all these years, and bless them the way that your generous spirit wants to bless them? What would you do if you had $10,000 coming in extra? What would you do? What would it look like? I want you to imagine this, because if you can see it in here, You're going to see it out here, right? And now I know for many of us, especially my logical people, oh my goodness, we're so logical. Well, I don't know how that would happen. I don't know where would it come from. I don't know how the 10,000 will come to me. I can't work more hours. Overtime already got me beat. Shh, 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 shh. Tell logic to be quiet. Hush for a second. And instead of allowing those thoughts to come up, because remember from last night, those thoughts are coming because of those emotions, and your belief system. But let's keep going because I don't want to get sidetracked here. I want you to ask yourself some empowering questions. How could I afford the overseas trip? How could I afford to bless my church or the philanthropic effort that I love so much and I volunteer for and I help out with and I donate to and all that good stuff? How can I afford it? Ask yourself empowering questions, because if you feed into the question or the initial way your mind will give you, well, I don't know how I'll be able to afford that, or I mean, that would be great, but all of that, if you feed into that, what you're basically doing is you're shutting down God's ability to open you up and make things happen for you. So I want you to screenshot this. You have to start asking yourself some empowering questions. How can I afford it? What do I need to do to make this happen? What avenue of income can create this for me? Does it exist? Do I need to create it? Am I sitting on something that can bring that extra 10K to me, that extra 50K to me, that extra 100K to me? Because I know I have people from different backgrounds and different accomplishments, right? What can I sell to create more income? What problems could I solve for people? And they'll pay me for that solution. Ask yourself empowering questions. Why? Because what happens is now your mind goes to work. Your subconscious goes to work and says, okay, I don't know. Let's figure this out. And so you put yourself in a mode, in a posture for solutions to come to you instead of focusing on the problem. Because when you focus on the problem, you don't get anywhere. But when you're poised and your mind is positioned for solutions, that's when it starts coming to you. That's when God starts speaking to you. That's when stuff starts, right? It's just like when you say, oh, you know what? I want a red car. I think I like red. I think I'm gonna get my next car is gonna be a red car. What starts happening? You start seeing red cars. Because your mind is now postured to see what red cars look like. I'm not even going to get into it. Let's go. Here's the thing. Go ahead and screenshot this right here. Screenshot this right here. This is Cash Flow Quadrants, one of my favorite understandings, one of my favorite books. Is actually by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a part of our book club, and I do an analysis on this book so that you can have an overview and really understand it. This is what I want us to understand. Most of us have been taught to be an employee. Okay, these are the 4 cash flow quadrants. This is how we make money. Most people make money. Employee is right here. Then you have hold on, let me come over here. A self-employed individual. Okay. Then you have a business owner, B, and then you have an investor. And most times you see people flow from, when they're leveling up and they're going higher, they go from E to S to B to I. I know they had little arrows there. Don't pay attention to that. E to S to B to I. Then what happens is, and remember I had asked you earlier on on the call, I said, how come, even though African American women are the top demographic for those who are starting businesses, how come the wealth is not reflecting? How come it's not matching? This is the reason why right here, because they go from being an employee to being self-employed. So they are not working for somebody else. They're working for themselves. But that's a good thing. Listen to what I said. They're not working for somebody else. They're working for themselves. So they still have a job, but they are their job. They are their own boss. Hello. Oh, hello. Right? But what we really want to do is have the information that we need to go from employee to maybe self-employed for a little bit, and boom, right over to business owner. Because a business owner, hear me, doesn't need to be there for the money to flow. If you don't show up as a business owner, the business still runs because the business has a system. And I share, for those of you who were here last night, some of the bonuses. I talk about this, being a business owner versus a self-employed individual, right? Now, here's the thing. Some people may not necessarily be business owners, and that's okay. No harm, no foul. Play to your strengths always and forever. You may have started off as an employee, and you can easily jump right over to being an investor. Come on, we're going to talk about it. You can go from being an employee to being an investor, being an employee and being a business owner and still an employee and an investor. Being a self-employed, okay, you're still working your thing, you're figuring out the systems, you're trying to get your team together, right? But being a self-employed and being an investor. There's so many options, guys. And these are not the conversations that happen often, but we have to know these conversations. We have to realize this. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can become a business owner. You can become an investor and still keep your job if you want to. Or go from being self-employed to actually being a business owner that will now free you to start another business or be an investor. It's a misnomer. And let me tell y'all something, to believe that people who live well-funded lives pay from one stream of income. When we go on social media, we look on social media and we say, oh, they must have a job. They must be this or that. And that's how they're paying for it. If you are privy to these type of conversations, you will know that these people's well-funded lives have multiple streams. It's biblical. That's why I made sure to put the scripture on here. Ecclesiastes 11:2 says, divide your portion to 7 or even to 8 streams of income, because you don't know what misfortune may occur on the earth. If the economy wants to act a fool, you ain't worried about it, because you have multiple streams of incomes. You didn't do what them old folks say. They say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, baby. Have multiple baskets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have multiple baskets so you can have multiple eggs in different places. So when you need to pick from here, you can pick from here, pick from here, pick from here. That's what the old country folks say, right? Y'all know them old country folks? Multiple streams. Come on. Multiple streams of income. They live well-funded lives, and their investments are paying for their lifestyle, is paying for the things that you see. So sometimes you can feel like, well, I thought they were doing this business. They are, but they have investments. Yes. They have investments. They have different baskets of cash flow. And when you understand how to work this thing as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you understand that there's tax benefits for being in this cash flow quadrant right here. You'll begin to be able to tap into those tax benefits just right here, just from being right here. But this is, y'all are getting me in the chat. Y'all already, come on. This is the stuff that we have to be privy to, that we have to have these conversations about, right? So this is cash flow quadrants. If you really want to understand it even the more, don't worry. I'll give it to you so that you can have access to that. But I want you to go through it. Now you can screenshot this. I'm about to give you, I think it's 8 different modes, methods of cash asset creation. Ready? Come on. If you're ready, give me a ready in the chat. If you're ready, give me a ready in the chat. Let's get into it. It's Friday night and the time is right. It's ladies' night. Come on. Let's go. Give me a ready in the chat if you are ready for this asset creation. Oh, you're very welcome. I got you. I got you. Anybody that rocks with me knows that I'm not trying to be good on my own. I need other people to be good with. How am I going to do cheers by myself? I'm going to go clink, clink. No. Somebody has to be clink, 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 clink. Cheers into ourselves and our success and the things that God has allowed us to do. Hello, somebody. Ready, 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 ready. Come on. Number one is real estate. Hear me, hear me. I understand that some of us may be at a different place. So just take a screenshot, write it down, because it can absolutely go onto your vision board for what it is that you want God to do, how you want to show up, the solution you want your brain to give you. If you say, okay, how can I get some real estate? I do want some real estate. How can I get some real estate right now where I'm at? At least you can ask the question and start allowing the atmosphere, allow your angels to start working for you and bringing some things to you, right? All right. Now, real estate, owning rental properties, vacation homes, commercial real estate can generate steady passive income through rent or property appreciation. I knew a guy, this guy was quote unquote broke. He was a different level of broke. When I say broke and when he say broke, it's two different kind of broke. Because he said he was broke and he was broke enough to get a duplex. Okay, child, whatever. But he got a duplex, and what he did was he moved into the duplex and then rented out the other side. So he priced it to where that other side paid for that side where somebody was living and his side. Hello, right? You can absolutely get property if you have a young lady that I'm friends with. She doesn't even do hair. She sells hair, but she doesn't do hair. She bought a salon. Why? She got a salon. She got herself some commercial property so that she can rent out booths to people who do hair. And now they're paying for the booth, which is paying for the real estate. And because she's added some cushion in there, that's extra income. So once she pays her part every month, she still has extra income, and that now funds her lavish. Come on, somebody. Number two, stocks and dividends. This is one of my favorites because this is like lazy girl wealth right here. Like you can get on your phone and there's apps that can be on your phone and you are literally, okay, you are literally buying stocks, and those stocks will pay you because they pay dividends. I have a list of those for you, honey. Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. You just got to stay with me. Stay on. I'm wrapping up. Okay, but it'll pay you, and you get paid by those stocks. I always say go for the companies that you use the most, so that when you are buying your stuff from your company, you can feel like you're paying yourself because you're gonna get it back in the dividends. Okay, number three, digital products. One of my faves, because with digital products, you can absolutely teach people the stuff that comes easy to you. Do you know how many people recognize that the food supply that we're getting in the U.S. is not the best? And they know how to garden. They know about hydroponics and growing plants and food using water, no soil. You can teach people that. You could put it in an ebook. You can create a course. You can give people templates on everything they need to buy, and everything they buy links to an affiliate program that pays you. Okay. Screenshot it. Let's go. I don't have a lot of time. Come on. Top eight for the ladies. No, top 9. I think it's 9. It should be 9. 4, online businesses, e-commerce stores. I just mentioned this. Affiliates, blogs can create recurring income streams once you have it set up and automated. You know the girlies who cook online. They've been cooking for a long time, and they'll say, go to my blog so that you can get the recipe. Because when you go on their blog so you can get the recipe, they have affiliate links on there. And when you go to buy the stuff, or when you download the stuff, or when you're seeing something going through the, oh, look, that's so nice, I need something like that for Auntie's birthday, click, buy, boom, they get a piece, right? This is online business, right? Coaching, doing life coaching, consultation, all of those things are businesses that you can do from your home, right? From your home. Number 5, coaching programs. I just kind of went into that, right? Coaching programs or consulting services. As a matter of fact, let me go back to number 4. Number 4, you could also have like apps, tech, very big, all online stuff. Okay. 5, coaching or consulting services, particularly in high demand areas like finance, wellness, business, relationships. They can all provide income, and eventually, I missed out something there, but eventually be transformed into assets, into streams of income. Number 6, content creation. Some of you feel like, oh, my life is so boring, I don't know what I would record. But guess what? The reason why reality TV shows are so popular, go back in time and go to the real world, and it was so basic, and they were just living their everyday lives. But we are so curious about how other people live. Your content creation can give a glimpse into how you live. If you live in the city, if you live in downtown, you live on the countryside, if you're a farmer, if you're a trust fund, looking for a man in finance, 6'4", trust fund, blue eyes, it's a different lifestyle, and it's interesting. You think it's boring, but somebody else will find it very interesting. You can have ads, sponsorships, brand deals, affiliate marketing, just through content creation. Okay. Okay, yes, it's 9. Number 7, laundromats. Listen, this is a boring business. Bizarring. But the boring businesses, and I say the messy businesses, are very good. Very good. Car rental fleet. Multiple cars, you can rent them out. People come. This is one of the businesses that we tapped into that made us our first 6 figures, renting out cars. Number 9, parking lots and garages, another bizarring business, but the business generates income, especially in big areas. My daughter was in volleyball, and we would go to the big, stadiums and big places and things like that, and it would be $20, $30, $40 just to park. And guess what? I started doing the math, and when I started walking through the parking lot, hold on, 40 times, it looks like it's about 100 cars up in this joint. Do the math. And that's just for one event in a weekend. And there's like 7, 8 events in the weekend. Hello. What if, ladies, you could be in environments that reset your beliefs for more? What if you could be exposed to these type of conversations, the type of information I just gave to you? What if you could be around women who have similar boundaries because they're looking to accomplish something, but they still want that networking. They still want to do great things, and you have access to those women, and you are one of those women. What if you could get a blueprint to put it all into action, and it'll all come together? I'm giving you the blueprint right now. This is why Women Success Circle exists. And I have to warn you, here's the thing. I've been doing the challenge for the past 3 days, and I really hope and pray y'all let me know in the comment section if you got something from it. If you got something from these past 3 days, let me know in the chat. Okay. And not even let me know, let other people know in the chat. Let them know that you got something. Okay. Because the truth is, you can go and take this information that I've given over the past 3 days, go and do it yourself. Do it, girl. Make it happen. I know you can do it. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I know you can. All right. See, we got men on here talking about I got so much. That's what I'm talking about. And let me tell you something. He does not flatter me. If it's not good, he lets me know. If it's good, he lets me know. Right? You can go and try and put all this stuff together, acquire all this information, get all the stuff, do all the research, do it, go for it, have a blast. I'm just out, I'm sowing seeds, right? Or you can tap in to the community Women's Success Circle, and we're a community of women. We're all like-minded. We're all, just like I said in the chat, these are things that I've been thinking about. This is stuff that I've been really contemplating, right? You've been thinking about it, and we have all that you need right here at the tip of your fingers in Women's Success Circle. In the circle, this is our community. This is where we are. We're doing this together. You don't have to do it by yourself. Amen. You're right. It is very hard doing it by yourself. It's very hard because the truth is, if the level of success that you felt like you were meant to be, you're not having it and you're not seeing it yet, if you could do it by yourself, you already would have done it. You already would have done it. And as human beings, it is literally okay to say, I need help. It is okay to say, hey, I would like to join forces. I would like to be with other individuals who are thinking the way I'm thinking and having these internal conversations and looking for the information I'm looking for. It's okay to say, yes, I need help. And when you say that, here it is. It's right here on your screen, Women's Success Circle. What do you get? I listed out for you. Every single month, we're going to come together as a group, as a community, and we're going to have weekly coaching sections twice a month. So every other week, every other week, every other week, every other week. So you're getting that accountability. You're getting your sister in your ear like, come on, what are we doing? What's next? What you got going on? Have you done it yet? Applying pressure, because you will go to the gym if you know that there's somebody there waiting for you. But you will make an excuse like that if nobody is waiting at the gym for you, right? Let me put it in here. Someone said that the link disappeared. Let me put it in the chat for you, okay? Sorry about that. I don't know why, and I don't even want to spend time on that. So let me just give it to you here. I think I can pin this. I'll highlight it. So I think that puts it right at the top. Okay. So you should be able to get that bit.ly/Women Success Circle. The offer is up. I hope you guys can see that. I did put the offer up so that you can see it, okay? So you're going to get every week, every other week, we're going to meet up together. Yes, I am. We're going to get together. We're going to have conversations. We'll have master classes like this. I'm going to give what I know, what I've been exposed to. And I'll also have some of my friends come on as well. And they're going to share from their expertise, what they know, what they're building, what they got going on, what they've been successful in, because it just makes sense to do life as a village instead of so individualistic like our, unfortunately, American society has been for so long. Right? You're going to gain access to the book club. I talked about the book Cash Flow Quadrants. That Cash Flow Quadrants absolutely changed my thought process. It really helped me to like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I'm thinking about this all wrong. Yes. Okay. Also, you're going to have access to the Success Vault. What the Success Vault is the Success Vault allows you to gain access to, these are some bonuses that I have for you, but it also allows you to get information, courses, things that I have been working on for years now, but I've never released them. I've never posted it on social media. I've never talked about them, but they've just been sitting in my computer. I'm putting it there. And everything that's in there is all stuff to elevate you, to take you higher, to lift you up. You're going to have exclusive discounts. It's only for the women of WSC, point blank, period. So it'll allow you to have access and get your hands on things that aren't in the success circle, but are my personal business that I do that I can get over to you. So you'll have discounts to that. You'll have access and invites to private invitation only events that I will be hosting, that I am privy to, because those type of events are the type of events that expand and change our thought process and our mindset. If you want to change the outside of your life, you got to change the inside. That's just 100%. Okay. So this is what comes in Women's Success Circle. And that is, because it's a membership, it's $49 per month. Super simple. Like, this is what I can easily blow at Target. And I'm just being honest. I would easily go to Target, and that little section right there in the front, and they have those little cutesy tchotchkes and all of that stuff. Easy in the cart. I haven't even hit the food section, the clothes section, or any other the fitness section like I came there for. Okay, $49 a month. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. You will have access to all these things so that you can level up. And here's the deal. There is another offer. When you go to the link, you're going to see the $49. And then you're going to see the $129, either $129 or $149. I forgot to look. So you'll see that if you go for the platinum, which is $149, the platinum package is you get all of this, but you also get access to me one-on-one every single month. This is something that I've had clients from back then till now. They paid thousands of dollars for. You're only adding a couple $100, and you're getting access to me, my experience, my mind, all the things. And you can tell I'm not one of those people who like to hold things back. If I have something that I could bless you with and I can give to you, I'm going to give it to you. If you receive it, great. If you don't, great. But you can't say that I didn't give it over to you. Right? So that is what is in Women's Success Circle. And here is the, oh, I made it big. Hold on just a sec. Sorry, guys. Actual size. There we go. All right. So for a limited time, these are the bonuses that are available for Women's Success Circle. You are going to get everything that I just talked about on the slide previously, but you're also going to get, this is the first few ladies of Women's Success Circle, okay? I've opened it up to about 20 now. So the first 20 of Women's Success Circle are going to gain access to exclusive, limited time only Women Success Circle merch. So now that the challenge is completed, my assistant is going to send an email, and she is going to ask you, what is your size? So that way we can get the merch, put the order in for the merch, and get it in, and we're never going to make this merch again. This particular merch, okay? So just know, okay? Also, you're going to have a couple of bonuses that I have for you. You're going to have your Purpose is Calling course. I love this course. You're also going to have access to Women's Success Circle course. Now this, well, I actually call it the Wealthy Woman course, and it has not been shared, and it's not going to be shared. Only members of WSC are going to gain access to it. And I'm telling you, I break some things down in that course, okay? When I was telling you guys about the links that you can literally just be on your phone and creating assets and income for yourself, I see you in the chat. I'm coming over. I just want to make sure to share these bonuses so that everyone who's on knows what you're going to get. This is Wealth Builders ebook. It has literally links. You click the link, you sign up, you start getting your stocks. Put your name in there, put your information in there, and you start buying stocks. That is wealth for you. You can create literally accounts that you can begin to automate money so that you can save. One of the things that women struggle with statistically is overspending and not preparing for retirement, i.e., savings. Okay. And so some of the stuff that I have in here is going to, having the builder's ebook is going to help you with that. I would actually say as soon as you get into WSC, start with this. Start with Wealth Builders ebook. It's gonna prep you. It's gonna set you up. You're gonna level up immediately just with that. Then you'll also have access to stocks that pay cash. Remember I was telling you about the stocks? That's right there. So you can go here. Then from here, you go to the stocks that pay cash. Then you'll also have access to the one woman 6-figure business. So if you're a self-employed, that's okay. But we got to get you to get some systems. We got to get you to where you can automate some things so you can free up your time and free up your mind so you can create other assets for yourself. Okay. Also too, so you can tell I have a lot of bonuses for you. Click the link. You should see it in the chat. Click the link for the offers and jump on in. The water is fine. Okay. The water is the wealth building offer. And we're going to really have a great time. We're going to change the trajectory. It's not just talk. It's just not us saying things. This is actually us putting our money where our mouth is. Let me just say it like that. And here's the thing. If you decide that this is not for you, that is totally okay. I am happy that you came on and you gained access to information and you spent time with me. I appreciate your beautiful presence. Okay. But I'll be honest with you. This is not for everyone anyway. This is only really for people who want and aspire to achieve the goals that they've set for themselves. This is only for people who are really working on building something for themselves, the next generation, and the next generation. This is only for people who are going to use the group, not only to their benefit, but they're going to use the group to the benefit of those behind them, and even the philanthropic efforts and all of the growth that's going to happen. So it's not for everybody, but it is for the right people. And if you have decided to join Women's Success Circle, I want you to let us know, blast it in the chat, that you have become a part of Women's Success. Yay! Now, please, I'm going to say Jeannie because I don't want to mispronounce it, but I'm going to say Jeannie, welcome to Women's Success Circle. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're so glad to have you. We call ourselves Wealthy Women. Welcome, Wealthy Woman, to Women's Success Circle. We're so happy to have you. Yes, Carlotta is in. Woo! Let's go, Carlotta. We are so excited. I love your initial CC. Carlotta Cloud is cute. Let me see. I saw some questions in the chat, so I do want to answer those. I'm going to keep the offer up so you could click on the button. When you click on the button, it'll load up for you. You'll see the gold package. You'll see the platinum package. You'll see everything that's inside, and you will gain access to everything that is inside. And just know, if you like this masterclass, honey, when we have our time together where it's just us and we're in our community, we're in our field, you ain't even seen anything yet. I'm just going to tell you like that. Dr. Faith, what if you purchased already your gold and you want to upgrade to platinum? Yes, you can upgrade to platinum. We'll just ask you to send an email, and my assistant is going to help out with that. We're going to get to that. So if you send an email here to info@restorationcs.org, info@restorationcs.org, and just let us know. You could put in the subject upgrade, and we'll be able to help you out so you can go from gold to platinum. Okay. And yes, you'll also see on there that there is a 7-day money back guarantee. So listen, I'm not trying to wrestle you or argue with you. I am trying to give you what we didn't have, give you what I had to fight to get so I could get to where I am. And truth be told, by the grace of God, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. But I know that it'll be easier for all of us to go higher and to do more and to be as great as we're meant to be when we work together instead of just trying to do stuff on our own, getting discouraged. This pops up, we get sidetracked, we get distracted, we start getting pulled in all these areas. Then we can't figure out why stuff isn't coming together. Baby, you distracted. You don't have anybody rooting for you in your corner. You don't have a coach. You even see the boxing matches. The coach is in the corner. Get in there, champ. Wake up. Pouring water on the guy. Come on, come on, come on. Use your jab. Move your feet. Move your feet. Wear him out. Punch him right in the face. When you punch him in the face, then get him in the gut. That's how you're going to weaken him. That's how you're going to, come on, champ. This your game. This your night. You got to win this. You already got this. Use your skills. Use your gifts. That's me. I'm going to be yelling at you. Get up. Get in the game. Throw your punch. Get your left hook going. Let's go, girl. All right, yay. Toya is in there. Woohoo! Welcome, wealthy woman, to Women's Success Circle. So excited. What time are the monthly meetings and are they recorded? Yes. Not only are they recorded, you will have access to the replay. Always, always, always. When you get into WSC, you're going to see it's going to be published. If not tonight, then tomorrow. You're going to see where all the replays are going to be hosted, and they'll be sectioned off so you know exactly what you're clicking on and exactly what you're watching. Okay. The monthly meetings, we're going to make sure to once we get everyone in and we get settled, probably by Monday, we're going to make sure to pick a day and a time that's going to work best for us. I like Saturdays. I say like the top of Saturday before you start doing your groceries and doing your cleaning and getting the kids together and all of that stuff. But we'll make sure to get it at a time where all of our wealthy women, or at least a good number of us, will be able to get on board and spend time with each other. All right. But yes, you'll have access to all the monthly meetings. You're going to even have access to the challenge. Like right now, you may be receiving emails about the challenge, but it's going to be cut off in a little bit. And then you'll only be able to get it in the community. All right. So now let's go into, I'm going to keep the offer up in the chat so you'll have access to that. Make sure you check on whichever level is going to be best for you, gold or platinum. We'll do the Q&A segment now. I know we've kind of been doing Q&A so far, but we'll get into it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Yes, Dr. Latina is in. Hello, wealthy woman. Woo! So glad to have you. Yes, yes, yes. Are you guys seeing the offer? Let me make sure, because I think you guys are probably just using what I put in the chat. I'm going to refresh the offer, and then I'm going to just plug this in for you. bit.ly/women success circle. So this is our circle. We are up, 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 and it is up. Circle. Let me make sure. There we go. Okay. And then I highlighted it as well. Okay. So yeah, we're in Q&A. You guys let me know if you have any other questions. I am super excited for the great things that we're about to do. And honestly, I'll just be honest with you guys, since we're all still here, and I'll give you a few moments to put your questions in the chat. I really, really believe that there's a lot of things that are happening in the world right now. And this is not to invoke any fear, but rather to invoke the fact that there has to be those individuals that are wise enough, smart enough, to have the courage to rise up. One thing that I have learned, and I've learned it the hard way in all of these years, I mean, I started my success journey when I was in college, and I'm in my 40s now. So when I was in college, I was in my early 20s. I'm in my early 40s now. If I sit down and think about it, it wasn't until my late 30s that I've been able to really enjoy the fruits of my labor and my sacrifice. And I'm like, okay, Lord, it's getting weird now, because I'm seeing you're doing stuff and it's getting weird. You're bringing things to pass that I forgot about. It's getting a little weird. Don't stop. I like it. I'm just saying, right? But there were so many times when I feel like if I had that community around me and I was just open enough, because I know a lot of this is hard for us as women, because a lot of times our experiences with other women have not been healthy. They have not been good. They're kind of far and few in between. If you have good girlfriends in your life, you are really blessed, because there's a lot of women who don't. But my thing is being in a community that will give us the opportunity to feel the fear and do it anyway. She said, what about one in her 60s? Come on, you are more than welcome. Let's get into it. It's okay. Let me say this and then I'll say this and then I'll let y'all go. We have to feel the fear and do it anyway. We have to have courage. We have to say, I don't care where I'm starting. I'm starting. And where I'm at is the best place for me to start. We got to feel the fear and do. When I tell you, I literally say that to myself. And the bad part about it is my name is Faith. So well, you got to be your name. Be your name, girl. Be your name. Have some faith. Encouraging myself. Feeding myself. Have some faith. Good God, But we have to have the courage. We have to feel the fear. Do it anyway. We have to be willing to do those things, take those steps, just put ourselves out there. Because if you look at one of the testimonials that I put up, one of the reasons why I love that testimonial so much, not only because she was able to pay her debt, pay her car, do all these awesome things for herself, was because she showed up. She literally used Instagram to show her talent, what she's able to do, and she does it so well. And she just started posting it on Instagram. Did it go viral? No. Did a news magazine and paper pick it up? No. Did it get all this press and worldwide spread? No. But did it change her life? It absolutely did. And I'm just that person that's going to say, you know what? Esther had it. You were born for such a time as this. We have it. We were born for such a time as this. And when we have that community surrounding us to build us up and to take us further and to just yell at us like, girl, you got this. Don't give up. Get up. Get up. You scared? Okay, cool. Be scared, but get up. Do the thing. Let's go. People are waiting for you. What are you doing? That's what we're here for. So I didn't see any questions in the chat. Inez, yes. Welcome, wealthy woman. We're so glad to have you. I didn't see any questions in the chat, so I'm going to let you guys go because I will stay on here because I'm just enjoying myself. Her life was changed. Yes. And, we can sit up here and we could be like, well, I wanted it to change when I was in my 20s. I wanted to be the rich auntie when girl, so did I. But am I happy I'm the rich auntie now? Yes. Okay. Who cares when it happens? It just needs to happen. It's happening now.